In continuing this series of Resident Evil Why the Change, we take a look at Resident Evil 2, which is the first ever Resident Evil game I played growing up. Not only do I think this is the best Resident Evil game, I think it is one of the best games I have ever played. The story, to briefly recap, you play as either rookie cop Leon S. Kennedy or Chris Redfield's sister, Claire Redfield. A few months have passed since the mansion incident from the first game, and now the T-virus has spread throughout Raccoon City, turning the populace into the living dead. Claire arrives in the city looking for her brother Chris and is greeted by hordes of zombies. It wasn't long after till she bumps into Leon, who saves her life shortly after starting his first day as a police officer.
Head to the police station, it'll be a lot safer.
They both get into a police car and after some complications get separated and agree to meet up at the Raccoon City Police Department. The station is littered with zombies, puzzles and new creatures as well as some returning ones. Later on they find a little girl running around the station and proceed to pass through various places till they discover another Umbrella research facility hidden beneath the streets of Raccoon City.
5 minutes until detonation.
It's here we learn that a more powerful virus was in development. The G-virus. In a flashback sequence, the creator of this virus, William Birkin, gets attacked by Umbrella soldiers in an attempt to apprehend his latest creation. After being shot multiple times by a trigger-happy agent, they relieve Birkin of both the T and G virus samples. With Annette, Birkin's wife, unable to treat his wounds effectively, Birkin injects the G virus into his own body.
What is this thing?
Birkin becomes a bioorganic weapon and lays waste to the Umbrella agents that were escaping through the sewers. The samples broke and were leaked throughout the city, firstly by rats, thus infecting the populace. Claire and Leon learn that the little girl is Sherry Birkin from her mother Annette. Leon meets Ada in his quest to uncover the truth of what was really happening here. Ada tells Leon that she is here to find her boyfriend John, who worked for Umbrella. Later on, it is revealed by Annette that she is in fact a spy who has come into town to take the G-virus samples for her superiors. Some time has passed and William has lost control of his bodily functions. He was looking for a way to reproduce and became intent in finding his daughter. Leon and Claire defeat William and escape via an underground train from the facility. Of course, in turn, the whole facility blows up. This game, like before, lets you play as either Claire or Leon as a two-part scenario experience that make up a full playthrough. This means that when you complete a playthrough, let's call it Scenario A as Claire, it will unlock Scenario B to play as Leon. You can also do it the other way to see the subtle changes made to the story. In Scenario B, you will be treading through mostly the same areas as Scenario A, but there will be differences in terms of item and enemy locations as well as going through a different story arc. For example, Leon will get caught up with Ada, whilst Claire is more concerned with Sherry. The biggest addition to Scenario B though is the introduction of the stalker enemy, Mr. X. He follows you around the entire scenario, appearing in set places and takes a lot of bullets to put him down. He also does a devastating amount of damage if he gets too close. Upon taking him down successfully, you would be rewarded with bullets, which are found on his person, which should make up for the amount spent in taking him down. The last time you fight Mr. X is a brutal battle to the end, as he has undergone a transformation to enhance his speed and strength as well as look more menacing. Naturally, you would end the beast with a rocket launcher in carrying with the tradition.
Game over.
The game plays pretty much the same as before, but with now the ability to auto-aim which wasn't present in the previous game, it makes it easier to lock onto enemies. The soundtrack is fantastic and really adds to the whole atmosphere. The Police Hall soundtrack, for example. When I first played it many moons ago, making it to the station for the first time was a relief, but that soundtrack made me feel safe as well as uneasy, as it alluded to the fact that the whole city is in peril and this place isn't that much safer. This game took every element that made the first game a classic and dialed it up to 11, making it an unforgettable experience. It oozes charm and begs to be played by anyone, even if you're remotely interested in the series or survival horror games. If you can't find a way to play it, watch a non-commentary playthrough of it at the very least. With the announcement of Resident Evil 2 remake in the works, I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on it, let alone see the first few screenshots and initial gameplay footage. Especially after seeing the work they did with the Resident Evil 1 remake, I just don't see how it could fail if they follow that formula. I will also be reviewing and talking about Resident Evil remake in a later video, as I believe that game to be survival horror perfected. I hope you guys enjoyed my Resident Evil 2 review, and I cannot wait to bring you the rest of the videos left in this series, Why the Change.